All right, everybody, we are back. We're back for the last stream of the evening. It's been a long run to get through all the Battle Networks and Boktais, but we are on to the finale of the Boktai Battle Network crossover. Starting with the next generation of both games, Star Force and I guess Lunar Knights. So, Prof here is going to be showing off something really cool. Prof? Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure I have the sound. Okay, there you go. All right, Prof. We are all ready for you.
Sorry, what?
We are all ready for you.
Okay, are you live right now?
Yes. We are live.
Okay, so I should just start.
Well, I'm going to give a brief tell people who you are.
Okay, yeah, I see it pop up now. Alright, so hello everyone, I'm Prof9 from the Rockman EXE Zone, and this is MegaMan Star Force with a twist. It's DX Edition, which is a mod that I'm currently working on, makes various quality of life improvements to the game. So in the Japanese version of MegaMan Star Force 1, there was a crossover with Lunar Knights. Lunar Knights, for those who don't know, is the DS version of Boktai. Basically, it was named Boktai DS in Japan, and when they brought it over, they decided, well, you know, Boktai doesn't sell, so let's just rename the whole thing. So it became Lunar Knights. And even though both Star Force and Lunar Knights got localized into English, they didn't bring over the crossover for some reason. They just cut out everything. So in DX, I'm gonna bring it back, and we're gonna play through it. So this is DX.
Hype. Super hype.
And it has 2 save slots now, just like Star Force 2 and 3. That's the first change since the last time. Alright, so currently I'm right after getting the Bud Brother band. So I got my 3 brothers here. And I've set up a special folder with all of the Lunar Knights cards. So these are special cards that you can only get via the Lunar Knights crossover stuff. So there's one for Aron, there's one for Lucian, Solar Gun and Darkness Sword, and then there's one for every Tyrannial in the game. So that's Ursula, Tove, Alexander, and Ezra. So normally in DX you can't get these just yet at this point in the game, but I just went ahead and added them to my folder so we can have a look at how they function.
So you made the version 3s obtainable now?
Well, in the Japanese version you can't actually get the version 3s, and probably in DX I'll also make it so you can't get those. So then the only way to use them will be from basically mostly from the Brother Roulette. But for now, I'm just going to put them in and just to show them off.
Right up.
So since last time we had this on the stream, we had Humor Buster cats. This time we're going to do Humor Buster dogs. Okay, so after the Gemini Spark scenario, you can start the Lunar Knights crossover quest. So for that, I'm going to go to Amakan.
Taiyoh indeed. Although unfortunately this is the last Taiyoh.
Well, it's not it's not Taiyoh anymore, right? Because in Lunar Knights they say sunlight.
Yeah, you're right. There you go. That's actually more. That actually proves the point even more. This is now Sunlight. Is there a King of Stream asks, is there a planned date on the finished version or release yet?
How I wish that were true. Unfortunately, I have no idea when it will be finished, but I do try to make somewhat frequent updates on it. But it will...
No, yeah, go.
I don't expect it will release this year, but I'm trying to get it out maybe about like early first half of 2021. So this is the first cutscene, and I'll get to your question later, Doc. This is the first cutscene. When you go to the Amakan Tower comp, you'll find Lucian and Margrave Reimer, which is a boss from Lunar Knights.
He looks really good here.
I think it's just his. I think it's just the same sprite as Lunar Knights, really.
And I think it was changed a little bit because Lucian and Auron in this game look better than they do in their game.
You think? Because
Yes.
the Lunar Knights and Star Force 1 sprite styles, I think, look pretty much the same. So
No, I checked. Boktai is tilted a little more, so they actually had to change it just slightly.
Oh, really? So they made
Yes.
a whole new sprite for this?
Yes, if you look at both, you'll actually see that they're actually different.
That's pretty cool. Can I
Can you?
increase? Let's see.
Yeah, that has to be on you then.
You're maxed out on my end, so what I can do is I can maybe reduce. No, that won't work either. I could produce my own mic if that helps a little bit. Let me try that.
Yeah, in order to avoid the echo, we had to change things up just slightly, so we can avoid any sort of echo.
But you're only streaming. You're not streaming Discord audio right now, right?
No.
So
no.
there shouldn't be any echo.
No. Yes, there was a Star Force event in Lunar Knights, but as I mentioned, well, it's only the Japanese version, but because there's no translation and I couldn't find anybody to run it, I could not include it.
So we just distracted Lucian from beating Reimer, and now he's telling us that Reimer is going to gain a lot of power and be a big nuisance. So he wants us to go find Aaron, which is his buddy, his other Lunar Knight. And he's saying, well, he's probably in a place where the sun shines down the strongest, like on a rooftop or something. So, Yuri, do you know any places where you can go on a rooftop in Star Force 1?
I do know a lot of people where a lot of people would gather. There is, well, it wouldn't be school because those are kids, but a lot of people gather. That sounds like the mall, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. So let's go over to Times Square. So earlier, Doc was asking. Let me scroll up a bit. Question: what gave you the idea to make DX? So DX actually started as basically during 4.5. I decided to translate the crossover scenario in this game because it was, apart from 4.5, it was really the only thing in terms of Battle Network Star Force story that hadn't been translated so far. And at that time I had a good translation team together, so I figured, well, might as well knock this one out now. Also, here's a poster for Aaron, which is not in vanilla. Cool poster of a boy warrior named Aaron, posed valiantly. And there's also a poster here. Poster of the Dark Sword Vampire Hunter. Very cool. So yeah, DX started as basically me just restoring this scenario and doing a video on it. And I also had another hack that I was working on at the time, which was the star cards thing. So for those for those of you who don't know, the Japanese version of Star Force 1 has a feature named the Wave Scanner. I do have some star cards. So Star Force 1 had a feature called the Wave Scanner, which was a peripheral that you connect to your microphone ports of the DS, and then you can swipe certain battle cards in them. And when you do that, while you have a battle card on the custom screen, when you swipe the card through the Wave Scanner, it gets powered up. So for instance, if you have Ground Wave 1 on the custom screen, and you scan the Ground Wave 1 card, all of the Ground Wave 1 cards on the custom screen will get powered up. And what that means in this case is that they get plus 10 attack, and they will paralyze the enemy. So that was a feature, basically that was a cheat code that I had made to kind of replicate that feature. So I figured, well, I have this, this restored crossover quest, and I have this star cards thing. Let's just, try combining the two. And it kind of just snowballed from there into this huge overhaul project.
Yes, because we realized how far behind Star Force 1 was compared to later games.
I also did the font change. So Star Force 1 originally had a pretty bad font. And also I'm going to try get into a battle because I haven't actually shown off any of the cards yet.
Yeah, like if you guys haven't noticed, the font is actually different from the base game.
Alright, so we got some cards here. Let's see, we got...
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, let's see, what shall I use?
I know Solar Gun fires ahead.
So, let's just use the top 3. So, the Lucian one, I believe, is White Sword. Or, no, it's Life Sword range?
Yes.
I think. Ursula...
I think it's like an axe range. So, yeah, Life Sword.
I think I'm gonna go with this order. So what Ezra does is it has 3 icicles that freeze the enemies. Ursula is a flame attack on an enemy in front, and Lunar Knights, Darkness Sword is cuts row in front and side, and it I believe it also inflicts HP bug. Let's go with this. So the Tyrannial cards, like Ezra, actually are dimming chips. So as you can see, the screen dimmed and the attack happened.
Oh, wow. It actually did target them.
So let's use Ursula, so it just targets one enemy. Let's get rid of that guy. Now let's see if I can get these both.
Oh.
Okay, well I got one. Okay, it's not Life Sword range, it's actually White Sword and the panels besides you.
Oh, so it literally is front and side. Okay.
I did pretty well on that description. Let's see. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, this is a fun one. Tove is, I'll just let you see for yourself what he does. Does this seem familiar to anyone?
Hey.
It's meteors.
But they're not fire element for that one, right?
No, but I think they are breaking. Let's see. Yes, they are breaking.
Wow. That's actually pretty good, actually,
pretty good.
if you think about it.
Alright, so we found Aaron, so let's go talk to him. So they were both after Reimer and they got separated for some reason. But Aaron here is still trying to charge up his solar gun. Because there's kind of a reason for this, why it takes so long. It's because in the world of Lunar Knights, they can't actually see the real sun. Rather, they see a what's the word for it? An artificial sun, the parasol, or rather, the sun gets blocked out by the parasol, which is this huge kind of shield around the planet. So he's never really seen the real sun, so it's basically giving him a bit of trouble with the charging up the solar gun. Now he's saying he sees, or like he senses Reimer in some large antenna near the sea. So it seems like MegaMan knows where that is. Do you know where that is, Yuri? A large antenna near the sea?
I do know that a place by the sea. What is it, Dream Island?
Dream Island. Alright, that's a pretty good start. Let's go there.
Like, I remember that place having water, so I'm pretty sure that's either a lake or by the ocean.
Well, it's an island, so I would assume there's a lot of water there, yeah.
Funny thing, he asked if he's Orin, but when he saw the poster, he clearly said, "Oh, this is Orin." Aaron.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
What, how do you mean?
Well, like the poster in the mall, he clearly said, "Oh, this is Aaron."
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird how he asked, "Are you Aaron?" Like, you literally saw a poster.
I mean, he's just saying hi, you know? It'd be weird if he ran up to him. He was like, "Hey, Aaron, I kind of need your help here."
I don't know about that. If you saw Keiji Inafune in person, you would say, "Hey, Keiji Inafune."
Let's check the wastelands.
There's a park on the right and a waste plant on the left. Oh my gosh! Check out all those copies of Battleship Challenge.
There's PETs here, BN6
Oh,
PETs, right?
Look at all those copies of Battle Network 6. No. Wow, before transfers, everyone had one.
I think I found the antenna. Let's go ahead and pulse into that.
Hey, Wait, are you telling me she was there the whole time? She didn't bother stopping him? Well, I guess thinking about it, she couldn't do it. She really can't do much. She's just that strong.
But she doesn't have a visualizer, so she can't see him.
Oh, well, actually, you're right. She can transform, but you're right. Lock on. Yo, that lock on thing is so cool.
Let me share that a little bit more. So that's a new feature in DX. You can, instead of touching the touchscreen to hop in there, I can just cast a beam. Just move that around. Oh, it locked onto Sonya there. Just move it around. I can lock it onto here. Just pop in.
Yep.
I actually find myself, whenever I have to check something in vanilla Star Force 1, I keep pressing the button for it. I'm like, wait, why isn't the beam cast? Oh, right. That wasn't in the base game. Alright, well, we found Lucian and Reimer. Looks like he's having a hard time with Reimer.
Lucian! I swear, the text looks so much better like that.
It really does, doesn't it? And it cuts out some text boxes too, like this one right here. It sounds like it'll take some time for his solar gun to charge his enemy. That's 2 text boxes in the original. But here I can just fit it into one.
I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, having the text all huge and spread out.
Well, Alan says him having a hard time is hilarious. Well, it's kind of because he's sucking up the flame power in this area, so he's more strong. He's stronger than he usually is. And also...
Yeah. Go.
I was gonna say also Aaron isn't here, but he also isn't there during the first chapter of Lunar Knights, so I guess that doesn't make a difference.
Lucian can't be the first boss in this game. Shake my head. Yeah, he's powered up right now.
Dark Sword Vanagant. Ah.
Such impertinence. Ah.
That tickles. Watch, I'll show you real attack.
He doesn't even move. It bothers me that he doesn't even move. They just got a static sprite. They could have just at least made him like... Well, actually, he does move once.
He uses his special attack, the cutscene flash.
Yeah. Cutscene. Come on, MegaMan.
Thankfully,
Blue
Aaron is here
bomber.
to save the day.
There you go. Block.
He does have one alternate sprite when he attacks the shield.
Yeah, so I forgot about that.
So here he's saying, yeah, it took a bit longer to charge using the real sign. With the real sign, it's totally different. So I updated the text for this a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to the video I put out a couple years ago. Man, it is a couple years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's been like 2 years now. Like after I did it, and you actually uploaded it.
Jeez.
Okay, there you go. He has 3 sprites in this game. Well, 4 if you count him dying. If you count him dying, 5. Sorry, there's that one. Choo choo choo. You're the one returning to dust.
That's the 4th one. I mean, the 5th one of him dying too.
Yep.
One of him getting zapped, one of him dying. Thanks for the help, MegaMan.
The one thing I will say though, the mugshots are, I think, a little different in this game compared to their game or Gertle's original mugshots.
I mean, they're a different size, right?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I have to check a video. I have not played Lunar Knights. Like, out of all the games I haven't played yet, Lunar Knights is probably the one that I've not played the longest.
It's probably the same for me.
Nice.
I really need to replay that sometime.
It had good ideas, but after watching Kura 5, it just knocks it out of the water.
If fate allows us, let's meet again. Narrator, they never met again. Or did they? Or did they? So that's the end. That's the end of the crossover segment in Star Force 1. But it's not the end of this showcase, because I did promise a new feature. So, which of these?
Wait.
So what's your favorite Lunar Knights character, Yuri?
Favorite one? Out of all the torrentials,
Well, just in general.
I like Aaron.
You like Aaron? All right, cool. So just gotta head over to another place for this.
Oh boy.
I should try to get into some more battles as well. Because did I check out all of that? I haven't used the solar gun yet, and I haven't used Alexander yet. So should try to show those off as well.
Alexander's the water one, right?
Sorry, the water one. That's Ezra. That's the 3 icicles.
Oh, no, okay. I'm sorry. It's wind up.
That's the wrong left bus. We're playing BN6 now, boys.
I think Reimer could have. Well, actually, he could have been a little similar to Taurus Flame, which is why Taurus Flame is in Bacta DS. It could have worked.
Yeah, I guess they just traded off because BN4 had a scenario without a boss, and then Bacta 2 had a scenario with a boss, and then BN6 had a scenario with a boss. And now this game has a scenario without a boss. I don't know the logic behind this. But Lunar Knights, in Lunar Knights you can actually fight Taurus Fire. You can get Omega Sis as a Tyrannial. This game,
yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, this game you don't really get. Well, you get battle cards, but you don't fight anything. There's not even any like virus fights in the scenario. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah. They could have done something, but as you said, they just kept it simple for one game and put the main scenario in the other.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get into one more battle here.
Let's
see. Well, I drew Alexander, so let's show that one. Let's see. Let's go with this.
Jeez, you got 4 of them.
Freeze him up, and now Alexander, what he does is he summons a tornado from the nearest enemy, and it just travels down the whole field.
Wow.
Or I guess it only travels 3 rows, but it's most of the field.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Let's see if I can get the solar gun card as well.
I never got to use most of them because I only had one Bactai brother. At the time,
I want to check out the brother card for them as well. See if I can draw that.
Hey, solar gun.
Also, this is Leo. Didn't get to show him off last time, but what his ability does is his Buster deals double the damage.
What? Oh, jeez.
So what the solar gun does is it spreads damage behind. It basically spreads in a V. It's like what's that chip? V shot or something.
Oh wow. Huh. I don't know why. Why do I remember it just firing pellets instead of that?
Alright, let's head in here. It's a multi-hit V shot. It's not spreader. There is a spreader chip which multi-hits. Which is, do I have that one? Probably. It's air spread, which is 3 hits, spreads to adjacent panels, but solar gun only splits in a V. But it does do more damage, and I believe it does more shots, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I'm in the Moa comp, so this is pretty close to where we last saw Aaron. Let's see. Oh, what's this? There's a wave ball here. What's this wave ball doing here?
Huh?
It's connected to another dimension of voice echoes from inside the wave ball. Hello. Okay, I'm connected. Hello, I'm Aaron. Hey, it's our buddy. I crossed over from another dimension to get here. Let's be brothers. Alright, let's be brothers with Aaron. There he is. Aaron is now your brother. I'm connecting from the world of Lunar Knights. Why don't we help each other out?
Oh my gosh.
When you find something that you think might be useful to me, send me a mail. In return, I'll send you rare things I found. I've got a few battle cards that you can't find in your world. And if you know any tips for Lunar Knights, let me know as well. I could use some help. By the way, there are other portals like this one. Why don't you try forming some more brother bands with Lunar Knights? Good things might happen if you do. May the sun be with you. Okay, so there's our brother, Aaron.
I am dead. I'm dead. I cannot handle this much.
I'm Aaron. If you're ever in need, call me. So yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
That is amazing. You implemented a way that feels natural. It really feels like it should have been in the game.
So this is the end of the segment, or is it? So one other thing you can do with these brothers is, so in the Japanese version you could actually send email to them, right? So why don't we try doing that right now? So we're gonna send a mail to Aaron. Okay. There we go.
Treza.
Sent the mail.
Treza.
Looks like we got a reply. Hey, Gio. Thanks for the words of encouragement. I feel a little stronger now. Keep up the good work. See you. So what this actually does is, when I go back into his brother screen, it looks like he beat the Antlion, or Antlion, not sure how you pronounce it, to the mansion. So he actually made progress in his game, basically.
Oh, so that's how you level them up.
Yeah. So in the basically Japanese version, you would do a data update, and then it syncs their progress. And then he levels up, basically.
Yes, it's by game progress and the stupid tower.
It's game progress, and some of the titles that you can collect, and one of them indeed is beating the tower.
Oh, I thought it was tower levels as well, like depending on how high you go.
So I'm just gonna go pick up one more thing. So normally, when you have a Lunar Knights brother, you can, whenever you pick up a green mystery wave, it has a chance of containing some special item, and you can't actually use those items in Star Force. You have to send them to your Lunar Knights brother. So here are the items you can get. So you can get a Pegasus Mega Head, Dragon Mega Body, Leo Mega Leg, Luna Emblem Resurrective, Endurance Fruit, Meteorite, and Luna Steel.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and it's the same in the other game. So in Lunar Knights you can find some items that you can't use in that game, and then you can send them via mail to the Star Force player, and then the Star Force player can actually use them. So I'm gonna go ahead and send him another mail. I'm gonna touch one of these items. So let's send him... What should we send him?
Since you are Pegasus, why not send them the head?
Okay, let's send them the Pegasus Mega Head.
This is so sick. Present.
Okay, it's sent. Let's see what he has to say. Hey Geo, thanks for the Pegasus Mega Head. I feel a little stronger now. Here's something in return. See you. And he sent me something in return. It's a Sun Key subcard. Let's check that out. What is a Sun Key? It's an item that auto-unlocks red mystery waves. So you might be asking, what is a red mystery wave? And this is where I pull up the FAQ because I completely forgot where they are.
They show up after your brother band, correct?
Yes, so after you... let me see, mystery waves. After you form a brother band, so basically if you have a brother band with a Lunar Knights brother, they will start showing up in certain areas. But it looks like they're all in the space station or in deep space.
What? Really?
Which I can't access right now, unfortunately.
Why is it only there?
Yeah. Oh well, I guess I won't be able to show that right now. But anyway, there are some red mystery waves that appear, and they basically act like purple mystery waves, except instead of an unlocker, you use a Sun Key. And you can only get the Sun Key from your Lunar Knights brother. So when you open them, they contain a version 2 Tyrannial card. So when you have a Lunar Knights brother, whenever you pulse in, there's a small chance that one GMW in the area will be replaced. Like the contents will be replaced by a Boktai item, a Lunar Knights item basically, which can either be an item that you send to them, or it's a special Lunar Knights battle card. And which battle card you can get also depends on the area you're in. So later game areas have better cards. And the red mystery. So you can also get the version 2 Tyrannials from the green mystery waves, but you can also get them from the red mystery waves, and then it's just guaranteed to get them. All right. So
Dana, you never heard of it because it was in the Japanese version.
Yeah,
and
only in the Japanese version, and you had to have a brother band with a Lunar Knights player in order to get that. So yeah.
Yep.
So also, because I sent him the item, he actually made some more progress. So now this is what we had before. We beat the Antlion and go to the mansion. And what he did now is he purified Reimer and met Ursula, and he beat the Gold Chimera with the Solar Gun Knight.
Oh wow!
So made some more progress. So that's the end of this segment, or is it? Because there's one more thing you can do with Lunar Knights brothers. So in the Kura 5 thing earlier, there was this machine where you could put in a password from Lunar Knights. Well, you can do the same thing here. So I'm gonna put in this password. So whenever you beat Lunar Knights, after the credits, you get a special password. And that was basically meant to carry over to the next game, or like put in at some website, you get some wallpapers and stuff. But you can also use them here. So if you've actually played Lunar Knights and beaten the game, you can actually get some bonuses in Star Force DX. Let's see. So the input for this is a little janky because in Lunar Knights it's actually 4 rows of characters. Here we only have 3 rows, so kind of just put it in as it appears. Let's see.
Yes. As Prof mentioned, the password you get in Lunar Knights you can put in here. Again, it's a really cool DX feature.
Okay, this should be it, but I'm gonna quick save it anyway in case I made a typo.
Oh, cool.
So you can already do that in the base game. You can save the email for later. So this is also a new feature in DX. The saving is super fast. That's a feature I added recently.
Wow, that was fast.
Alright, let's send the mail. Hopefully I put it in correctly. Otherwise I can reset and check it again. Okay, hey Geo, you play Lunar Knights too? So you've beaten Lunar Knights on normal mode. Not bad, but can you handle hard mode? I feel inspired by your efforts. Aaron's level has increased to 30. Keep up the good work. See you. So he just made a lot of progress in his game.
He went from level 1 to level 30? Jeez.
Yeah, so we had these. This is where we were before. Beat the Gold Chimera with Solar Gun Knights, and now he purified the pose and met Tove and Co. Saved the injured K at the station, purified Stoker and met Ezra. Got through New Calliope, and next is the Dark Castle. He beat Dumas, and he cleared normal mode. And that actually leveled him up to level 30. So if you clear normal mode, or if you clear hard mode or nightmare mode, he actually levels up each time. I believe it's level 30 for normal, level 45 for hard mode, and level 60 for nightmare mode. And beyond that, you can get certain titles in Lunar Knights, and those also get saved to the password. So theoretically, you can input a password that levels him straight to level 100. And if you plan to have multiple Lunar Knights brothers, that will be a lot faster than, grinding for items and, sending the items, and, it's just a lot of work. So if you wanna cut out all that work, go play Lunar Knights.
That is awesome.
And
but just to confirm, Prof, this in-game brotherman means that it won't connect to a real bot ideas, correct?
Unfortunately not. So that was my thinking with the putting in the password system. So, since the features are disabled in Lunar Knights too, I can't exactly put it in that way. And also, I want to have this whole thing be accessible in single player. So that's why you can, send email to this NPC brother and just respond with a generic message. It's so you can do it in single player. But the password input is my way of basically keeping this connectivity where you can play in one game and then it affects the other. So it's kind of like the Game Boy Color Legend of Zelda games, where you could beat the game and then you get a password and you put it in the other game and you get a bunch of bonus stuff.
I think that is a great idea, because you have everything literally in one game.
So Midnight asks, how did this work in the original Japanese version? Can you elaborate on that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Alright, so let me just try and show off the brother card for...
How did it work in the original Japanese version? What, you mean the brother banding and the leveling up?
If that's what you're talking about, that was actually via local Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if it's local Wi-Fi or online Wi-Fi, but you actually...
No, it was online. It was online.
Okay, it was online. So you actually have an extra menu in Lunar Knights. How did the achievements thing work? The same way. It's exactly the same way. So you would get certain titles in the Japanese version, and then it would level up your guy in Star Force. It was exactly the same. I didn't change anything in that regards.
Rob just made it that it's possible for you to do it from your one game, instead of having to find somebody with the game and have them beat the game. Etc., etc.
Yeah, you can play and beat the game yourself. Which you should, because it's a fun game.
And after you finish that, play Kura 5.
Yeah, and you can actually use your password in Kura 5 as well, so that's just another reason to keep that password somewhere safe. Okay, got some spooky ghosts. Didn't draw the brother card, but I did draw Bud.
Any additional content with TaiyohNetwork? I don't believe so.
So, let's see. Yeah, so there are some cutscenes, but I believe T-Chomp came in after we already did them, so... You'll have to check the VOD for that.
Well, he's asking specifically for Battle Network, if you're adding anything for Battle Network.
No, he's saying like with Battle Network. He's asking Star Force can cross over with Lunar Knights, and is there content like with Battle Network? To which I say, I guess you'll have to watch back the VOD, because we showed all that earlier. So, one other cool thing about Leo is that he has the 2x Buster attack, but he also has Break Buster. And it turns out Wait, hold on.
Breakbuster. Oh my gosh.
Okay, there we go. Guess I clicked the wrong thing. So that guy is actually, if you hit him with a breaking attack, he dies instantly.
Really? Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Well, if he's in statue form and you hit him with a breaking attack, he dies instantly. I was really surprised. I was really surprised when that happened the first time, because I was like, well, I mean, is this something I did? Like, did I cause a bug anywhere? But no, it really is how that works.
That kind of makes sense because TaiyohNetwork 6 has an enemy like that. He's stone, and if you hit him with a breaking, it does like times 4.
Gonna speed up the gauge a little bit. So I want to draw the brother card just to show what it does.
So beautiful. That is hilarious.
So if you're curious about DX, there was actually a previous showcase on this at the last TeamBN Marathon, which was a little longer than this and went into more detail about some of the general features in DX. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you check that out. Where is this thing? Come on.
That's what I was saying when I couldn't find my Gundel Soul.
Oh boy.
Mid-ass, do Lunar Knight cards have star cards?
Currently they don't. But I'm thinking of maybe having some way to still be able... Where is this thing? Maybe having some way of still being able to use them. But the cards that you get from your brother won't have a star on them. Am I really bottom decking this? Come on.
I think they're no. Oh right, the top and bottom halves are both top of your folder, right?
Yeah. Star first cuts your folder in half, and they both basically you have two 15 card folders instead of one 30 card folder. Finally drew it, and this is what it does. It basically just does a roulette of all of the Lunar Knights cards. And as the level for your Lunar Knights brother increases, the power of their roulette will actually go up. So at level 100, they'll be all version 3 cards. Midnight asks, were there real-life cards for them? No, there weren't. They do have star power effects in the code, but they were never released.
Yes, as far as I know, and I've been searching high and low for them, there is no record of any Boktai cards. There isn't any record of any Lunar Knights cards for them.
Yeah, I've never seen them either. Alright, I think that's all I have to show for real this time.
That was a lot to show, though. That's so much hype, man.
So I hope everyone enjoyed that, and everyone should go visit the Rock EXE zone. And I'll just go ahead and post the update right now.
Aren't some of these the basis for Star Force 2 cards like Totem Fire?
So if you go to the thread, I just posted an update, and which goes over all the stuff in the crossover that we just reviewed. So go check that out if that interests you. And yeah, I guess that does it. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for organizing this, Yuri.
Thank you very much for showing off that cool DX patch. It's already an amazing concept, and you're doing things that I did not think were even possible.
No problem.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Had to switch mics. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me, and thank you, Prof, especially. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully everyone here learned more about both games. As I mentioned before, Boktai and TaiyohNetwork are really close in game. So if you haven't played one or the other, try it out. They're honestly really fun games. I'm really thankful of that chance encounter with Hideo Kojima and Keiji Inafune. You really cannot get a bigger crossover than that, in my opinion. So thank you very much. Shout out to Prof. Prof helped me set up some Boktai saves. Boktai is very finicky with saves for some reason. I want to give another shout out to everybody who joined the stream. Kura 5 team, Doc, Prof, Symes, Sheenef especially for starting us off. But most importantly, thank you to TeamBN for helping me host this. Remember, everyone, the sun is in your heart. And have a good day. And a happy Halloween.